Dad, we're here in Boone at one of Operation Christmas Child's 8 processing centers. And I remember those first couple years of processing our shoeboxes in November. We would come to our medical warehouse, and it was just our families, our staff's families, that would come in and we would order pizza at night and go through every single box.
When we first started doing this, we had no clue at how complicated this is. But God gave us another family, several 100,000 volunteers at Christmas that help us to process 9 million plus shoeboxes here in this country, close to 12 million around the world. Woo!
What is your most memorable distribution?
Well, I think those early ones going to Bosnia, where it was snowing and you had snipers and the war was going on. Here we go through the snow with these shoeboxes.
You often tell this story of this little boy in the jacket.
All of the windows of the school had been blown out. And so kids are sitting in school and it's in the 20s, it's cold. This kid didn't have a jacket. His little lips were blue and his little hands were shaking, and he pulled this jacket out of this box and his little eyes just got so wide. He's the only kid in the room without a jacket. That's not a mistake. That's God directed that box. And of course, Cissie, here you are helping us give out shoeboxes there at a hospital in South Africa.
I'll never forget this shoebox. Michael W. Smith was with us, and there's a little blind girl, and we were all kind of thinking, what in this box would be for a blind girl? And we opened it up, and everything had to do with touch and noise, and there was a bell.
Yeah.
And she was just singing along, ringing that bell. The kids, we wanted to be there to perform for them, but they performed for us and sang a song.
They did. You remember that song? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is number one.
I won't sing on camera, but that was it. He did a great job.
I don't mind singing. To open a simple box with gifts in it means everything in the world. Of course, for us, it gives great joy, but not nearly as much as what these kids are getting.
I never get tired of you telling the story of how Operation Christmas Child started.
It was actually almost by mistake. I had a guy from England call me in July and said, we want to give gifts to children this winter. Would you want to help us? Yeah, I'd be glad to. December comes along, and my secretary at the time, Donna Tony, she walks into the office and she had this look on her face like, you're in trouble. What? What'd I do? She said, you remember that guy from England? What guy from England? The guy that you promised shoeboxes to. Oh, brother, yeah. Well, he's on the phone. I said, we're still working on it. Call me next week. And did I work on it? I called Ross Rose at Calvary Church in Charlotte. We thought if we got 1,000 boxes, that would be a great gift. Next week, people started bringing boxes in, over 11,000 boxes. We realized it's something God did. It's a powerful, powerful tool in the hands of the church to be able to take a gift and reach a child's heart.
And tell us what the greatest journey is.
Well, what can we do to help the local church disciple these children? So we came up with a program. It's a 12-lesson Bible study. It's a wonderful program called The Greatest Journey.
It started with a shoebox that they received. Then they go through this and they go home and tell their parents. Their parents get saved. And we've seen now churches being planted in these little communities and villages.
The key, Cissie, is getting people to pray for the child who's going to get that box. The success of all of this is God answering prayers of people.
And we've seen how prayer is so powerful that each box, you've often talked about it being almost like a fingerprint or a snowflake. Right. Not one is the same.
They're not the same.
And the most powerful thing about this ministry is our army of volunteers who make it happen.
But you couldn't do it without the volunteers. They're like angels. They come at Christmas.
What is your prayer, your vision for the next 20 years of Operation Christmas Child?
I hope that God will allow us to reach millions more. And as the project grows, you know, we never want to get to the point where we kind of pat ourselves on the back and say, wow, aren't we really doing a good job? No, it's not that we're doing a good job. It's about God doing a good job. And I hope we'll see another 30 million come to faith in Christ. That's what I hope.
We give God the glory for all of it.
Every bit of it.